Spanish culture, typically when you talk about nouns, you use the male los, but you guys use las cafeteras. Can you talk a little bit about why and how that came about?
Well, all of us like identified as feminists, all of us identified as movement kids, and so like it made sense, and it allowed us to like mess with language, because even English is like that. Humankind, his story, what about her story, you guys? It was a cool way to kind of like, a little jab to misogyny.
It's interesting, we get that question a lot, and as we've evolved as a band, it's been more than 10 years now, the members of the band have changed as well. Sometimes we have other women on the crew, but if you look at us, people who speak Spanish will be like, where are the ladies at? Hey, where are the mujeres? Where are the cafeteras? And so we often, it kind of begs the question, like, why do I then have to subscribe to this male-dominant language where, we're open to the conversation about how that is the general, right? It's male-centered. But we get that question a lot, and I always like the men in the group to answer the question because I think it also allows them to be in that position of having to confront gender and gender identity and gender expression, gendered experience, right? Where generally, mujeres, women, non-binary folks are always kind of having to confront like our space, our power, our voice.
I never bothered to ask. I never bothered with please. I never bothered with excuse me, miss, begging pardon, darling. That ain't for me.
I don't know if you realize it, but you have like inspired so many just artists that I know, but with that like freedom that you have within yourself.
Well, I think if you feel pressure, you're kind of giving the system power. You're kind of legitimizing the system by saying like, I feel this pressure that I have to perform for you or be this thing. And I recently found this song by a woman. Her name's Claire Smith. She was as big as Bessie Smith. She's from the same town I'm from, Spartanburg County, South Carolina. And I heard her song. It's called Papa, I Don't Need You Anymore, from the 1920s. And she's basically saying, I don't like the way you make me feel. I don't like the way you treat me. I don't need you around. Like in spite of what I'm being told by, my family, my friends, my church, society, that I have to have a man, guess what? I don't. I am enough. And when I heard Claire Smith singing that, Papa, I Don't Need You Anymore, from Spartanburg, South Carolina in the 1920s, I was like, yep, whatever it is I'm going through right now, I can face it because she did that.
So don't take the dream so seriously. It was written by the 1990s version of me.
What would you want your younger, new artist self to know about who you are now?
I really sprinted so fast and never really valued my rest or my health. When COVID happened, I was kind of hitting my stride with touring, and I was 26 and just felt so young and so ready to just be on the road for a long time. And I felt like I could taste it, this was my time, and then to have it all taken away was really difficult. And I think as a woman, I almost felt I literally had this feeling this is it, I'm done. Once this pandemic is over, I'm probably gonna be in my 30s and no one's gonna wanna hear from me anymore. I'm not gonna be young and new anymore. Obviously that was my own fear talking, and that's society talking to me. That's not true. Here I am in my 30s, post-COVID, still an artist and thriving. But so I think I would tell my 23-year-old self that it's okay, it's gonna be fine. Take a nap. That's what I would tell her.
So don't take the dream so seriously. It was written by the 1990s version of me, who thought you had to have it all by 33. The man, the plan, the house with a skylight and a garden, a fancy coffee machine, a skylight and a garden. Tell me what that means. A skylight and a garden, a fancy coffee machine, a skylight and a the garden